can't even hear yourself?
Oh, here we go. Welcome, Jules. Welcome back.
Oh, tell you what, mate, it is electric in here.
The atmosphere it lifted. It lifted during that fourth quarter of the men's game. Of course, hang on, let me intro this one properly. Welcome, everybody at home or wherever you may be watching. You are tuning in to the BigV Youth League Division 1 Grand Final. We have Wyndham, the home team here at Eagle Stadium in Werribee, versus the Hume Broncos on the road. My name's Mitch, joined on the comms by Jules.
Glad to be here, guys, and it is going to be an excellent game. 2 times this season these two teams have met, and first time Hume got the better of Wyndham, 107-83. Second time around, round 14, Wyndham beat Hume 98-84. Important to note, that first game, no Oscar Jones, no Kane Hines, no Manuel Dang for Wyndham. But either way you slice it, we've got 2 of the best teams in the division, and it is going to be electric.
Yeah, too good. So big shout outs to Elijah Tai, Saiful Apolu and Corey Fitties, who just put on some good minutes in the win for the Hume Broncos in the qualifying final just moments ago. And I guess the same thing goes for Kane Hines, who played in the men's game earlier for Wyndham. The Broncos finished really strong and came over the top of Wyndham. And Oscar Jones and Manuel Dang on the bench for that game didn't get any court time. So they'll have a bit of a vengeance, bit of extra. If you need any extra motivation for a grand final, surely not.
Well, he looks ready, and Oscar Jones, OJ, the Juice.
The Juice.
Is that a nickname? If not, it needs to be. The Juice.
I don't think I've heard him referred to as the Juice.
Okay, all right. I want it to catch on from this day forward. Can we make that happen? So the Juice, 37 points in Wyndham's victory against Hume in round 14. You know I'm big on the Juice. He's a guy that can light it up in the men's championship division, so I expect him to have an outstanding game tonight. But as you said, Mitch, on the other end, Hume players, Corey Fitters, Elijah Tay, Solifapulu, and Ben Galicia, the 3 that I'm really sort of looking at.
Yeah. Just Galea, sorry, typo.
Galea, apologies.
Yeah. And, just for those at home, I'm sure I'll highlight this a few times, but we are just sitting to the right of the primary cheer squad for number 45 for the Broncos, Doris Mataltia. I nailed that pronunciation. I asked the family, so let me try it out first. I said Mataltia, and they all were pretty happy with myself. Samoan family, so growing up in Werribee, familiar with a few of the Samoan boys around here growing up. So pronunciations for that one pretty handy.
Mitch, I don't think I've given you just credit. We've done a few games this season, and your pronunciation, mate, not too shabby.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not looking forward to number 24, Dylan, getting on court. That looks like a bit of a tough one. Wijanayaka, there we go. Dylan Wijanayaka. We're Sri Lankan name, judging from my... I'm guessing. I haven't seen Dylan, but...
Quite a worldly man you are, my friend.
Watch enough cricket. That's all the cricket growing up. Alrighty, here we go. So, I've got a few players for Wyndham I love, along with Oscar Jones, Josh Norling. Josh Norling, championship player for the Wyndham men's last year. Yep. Came off the bench for Wyndham, so look out for him. He's really been... I mean, Oscar Jones has been great for this Wyndham team. Josh Norling's been carrying this team through the season. Oscar Jones coming in and out sometimes when the men's have been playing at the same time. But look for Josh Norling to put his stamp on this game early. And for the Broncos, similar deal. Corey Fitties, number 15. I think he's one of the best players in the comp. And is a good men's player. Yeah. He's not a youth league player playing in a men's team. Yeah. He's a men's player playing in a youth league team. So don't let that one get you twisted. But have a look. I love the big fella. I love this guy. Number 27 for Wyndham, Nate Hargraves. Probably the biggest guy getting around here. He's going to come off the bench. Barely fits on the bench seats over there. So look for him to put some big minutes on the boards. Good offensive rebounding team, this Broncos unit. So look for Wyndham going to be boxing out hard and getting their offense firing early.
And of course, Kane Hines for Wyndham, the Energizer Bunny, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls, averaging 10 rebounds a game here in the Youth League.
So tip control by the Broncos. Fiddies. Kicks one out to Galea. Couldn't get the shot to go. Good rebound by Fiddies.
Good patience to stay with it, Corey Fiddes.
So this is Lysel Mataika for for Wyndham. And Norling outside, guarded by Mataltia. Norling pulling up on the mid-range, couldn't get it to go. Good hustle by Hines. Loose ball was tipped, so it's not a backcourt. No control by Kane Hines. OJ slicing left off the glass. And shout out to my cameraman on occasions, Harry Rowbottom, waving the towel on the bench. Under-18s player in the Youth League's development squad. So see him waving some towels on the sideline there for Wyndham. Mataltia.
And you can hear that. He has got a lot of support here.
That's
off
right.
to a strong start.
Darius Mataltia cheer squad just next to us, letting you know when that one drops. Oscar Jones keeping the dribble alive. Finds Emmanuel Deng underneath. Couldn't get the shot to go. Good work by Hayden McIntosh. So let me just run through the players. We've got Ben Galea up top. That's Saifa Lapolu. Corey Fiddies with the screen. We've got McIntosh, number 5, and Mataltia, number 45.
Great hands there by number 33, Mataika.
Broncos crowd is unbelievable. I guess it's not a bad travel. It's Broadmeadows, just down the freeway.
Battle of the West, baby.
Yeah, Battle of the West. Love to see it here in this Big V division. Saifa Lapolu, deep 3. Good rebound by Mataika.
Beautiful take.
So casual.
Yeah.
Had so much time.
He sized them up. It was a little too open. He took advantage. Good steal by Josh Norling.
He read that like a book, JT. Oscar Jones, team green light. Couldn't get it to drop. Gets his own rebound. Elevating again. Emmanuel Deng on the boards. Good work by Wyndham. JT wanted it. Just couldn't get the shot to go. Josh Norling. He's got some hops as well, Josh. Saw him getting up a few times in the youth league and in the men's comp last year. Good drive by Saifa Lapolu. Gets through for 2 points. The Broncos just getting into a 3-point lead. Mataika, Jones. Jones back to his left, pulling up and elevating. That's the hometown roll you get. Bit of backboard, bit of ring, bit of backboard again, and down.
And he's going to look to do that all night, and we know he can.
Pull up on that mid-range. Mataltia, guarded by Jones now. Was looking for McIntosh.
Good hands by Deng. Oh.
Good hands by Mataltia. Gets it back for the Broncos. Saifa Lapolu, McIntosh and Mataltia outside. Galea looking inside. That might be an offensive goaltend, not quite. Emmanuel Deng pushing the break. Good handles by Mataltia as he loses it. Tries to find Fiddies and he does. Did I see Corey Fiddies do that exact same move about half an hour ago? Yeah.
That's going to be a great matchup, Kane Hines and Corey Fiddies.
Well, they've just had 40 minutes on each other.
The shooter's roll.
Is that Norling? Was that Norling that time?
That was Norling.
Yeah.
Both him and Oscar Jones have that little Chris Paul mid-range pull-up.
Absolutely deadly. Yeah.
with the hometown role, as you accurately pointed out.
That's it. Seifel Apollo. Good box out by Kane Hines. McIntosh was all over him. As Emmanuel Dan gives away the offensive foul. It's a bit of a different look for Emmanuel Dan. We see him in the men's team, but it's a very different role for him here. He's one of the go-to guys. For the men's team, he comes off the bench and gets a few minutes and a few points here or there. What's he averaging here for the
16 points, 6 rebounds.
So he plays big minutes, plays a big part in the offense. As Fiddies couldn't finish with Hines.
And McIntosh with the offensive rebound. Mitch, you said it. Big key to the game here is for Wyndham is boxing out Hume, and
keeping
we can
Hume
see
off the boards.
they're trouble on the boards.
Fiddies for 3.
That was always looking good. Mataika with the big 3.
Mataika with the 3 with the answer from Fiddies.
Beautiful take, coast to coast by
Matatia. As Oscar Jones couldn't get that one to go. This game's heating up. McIntosh.
Fast-flowing game.
The offensive unit's just running for both these teams. No changes. Barely even a whistle in the first 5 minutes of this game. Mataika outside to Jones. As that foul is on Darius Metaltia, just holding on Kane Hines on that rebound. Substitutions. Who have we got? Sam O'Toole.
And number 26, Spencer Taylor-Jones.
Spencer Taylor-Jones. I think he's... Have we seen him in the men's comp before? I'm not 100% sure. Name rings a bell. Maybe it's just someone else. So Manuel Deng. The Hume crowd making lots of noise. Kane Hines with a left-hand finish.
Beautiful scoop layup.
Again, another play out to see some more offensive production from Kane Hines. Don't see him enough in the men's. He barely puts a shot up. But here, being a big part of the offense.
And defense.
And on defense. And here's Darian Herbert. Saw his brother, Daniel Herbert. They look almost identical on the court.
Well, they've got similar games, like even the way they dribble.
Geez, that jumper from Oscar Jones looks unbelievable. Hasn't dropped. He's missed 2 in a row. They look great, though. He's going to keep shooting that all night.
Absolutely, and so he should. Averaging 26 points a game. Good hands there by Kane Hines.
Good finish by McIntosh. JT has been quiet in his first quarter. This is Galea on the break on the turnover. Round the back pass is good. Sam O'Toole with the finish.
Beautiful behind the back pass by Galea.
And a steal. Emmanuel Dan couldn't control it. Good defense by Hines. Good rebounding by Wyndham. Darian Herbert comes up with a loose ball. Oscar Jones, shooter's going to shoot, couldn't get it to drop.
That's unfortunate. It really had no place to land.
Yeah, that's what it was. Was the push before the jump? Did he push him, go up, and then just came down on top? So the push might have, it looked like a push on the rebound. Might have been a push on the way up almost. Crowd not happy, but I think when you're all over a guy's back like that, it's pretty hard to argue the point, isn't it?
But good minutes from Dang, really going after it.
And Bolt Lecoq, number 22 for Wyndham, checking in. He's playing the 5. Usually their go-to centre when Kane Hines is not playing. McIntosh couldn't get time to drop off the glass.
As Josh Norling looks to push.
Yeah, and Byrne
splits the defence.
JT going to that extra step, that dribble, two-step gather, extra step on the way through. That's a move that kills defences.
Yeah.
If you see a guy who can pull that off, it absolutely, because they get set, they see the 2 feet, jump shot's coming, extra step through. The timing on it's tricky, but obviously JT's got it down. He's gone to it a couple times now. Darian Herbert outside. Jones almost loses it. Shot clock's down to 9. Look for an off-ball pick here for Norling to get open. There we go. So Bernie Abari on the 12. Shooting guard for Wyndham. JT on the fall away. Couldn't get it to go. Mataltia showing the handles. Getting hassled by Norling. Galea outside, guarded by Herbert, wants the pick. He's going to get it. Number 24 for Broncos. Who you got, Jules? There's an air ball from Sam O'Toole. 24.
Dylan Wijayaneka.
Wijayaneka. I'm going to go with Wijayaneka. I'm not 100% sure, so apologies. Maybe I'll have to have a look at that at halftime and just make sure we're getting that right. A cock in the high post. Oscar Jones couldn't get it to go.
Oh, great hustle by Oscar. And it is a very physical game. Kind of a trademark of the Hume teams, right? They're very physical, intense defense.
It's from Broadmeadows, Jules. I think that really sums it up, doesn't it?
I'm not a Melburnian, but even I get that reference.
Yeah.
They're built tough over there. That's
built
what
tough.
you're telling me.
Built tough in Broady, absolutely.
Was Herbert unlucky with the first free throw? Makes the second.
Makes the second one there. Herbert staying up on Mataltia.
Excellent. 94 feet, making him work.
I always forget it's 94 feet.
It's probably the only time I refer to feet. Oh, and height, obviously.
Good defense by Wijanayaka on the drive from Mataika. Broncos just slowing things down in the last minute. They've been great this first quarter. Wyndham need an answer here. Wijanayaka on the drive, lost it on the way up. Good defense by Abari. Jones now, this is Bowl. Have a whistle. So 14 on the shot clock for Wyndham. They find not Daniel Herbert, Darian Herbert. Jones outside. Good find to Mataika for 3.
Beautiful triple and back to a 3-point game.
Mataltia pulling up. I'm very glad that didn't drop. The crowd just behind us would have absolutely blown up if Mataltia would have knocked that one down.
Who's got the home court advantage here?
I don't know.
Are you about to tell me who's winning in the Matildas game?
I was going to. I can hold off. I'm going to quickly duck over and just double check we got the pronunciation. Give us a little first quarter recap, Jules. I'll be back.
Excellent. Well, a very intense first quarter with Hume taking an early lead. It's been, really an intense showing on the defensive end, and that's what we have come to know from Hume teams. Oscar Jones, a few shots early on, but Hume really getting in the lanes and making him work. So You'd expect nothing less from a grand final. Intense and loud. All right, and we are back for the second quarter. I'm excited. What about you, Mitch?
Very excited. Very excited, yes. There we go. Bump that one up a little bit. Yes. Quick run over there to the Hume bench.
Yep.
A few of the men's team, I was like, what's 24 for Youth League boys? Is it asking the name? Blank stares. Not much from the men's team. Couldn't tell me the last name. Managed to get one of the coaches confirmed. It's Widjanayaka. So I did have it right. So there's a fouls call on for Kane Hines on the way in. As it's on Hayden McIntosh. So Wyndham managed to cut the lead there just at the end of the first quarter. Back to 3 points. McIntosh with 2 fouls is going to have a rest. I'm just looking forward to my man. Get in there. Kane Hines couldn't get the drop. Big Nate. I want Big Nate on the court.
Big Nate.
Get him on.
Some nice post moves down low.
Yeah, good footwork for a big man. Good passing too for a big man. Kane Hines misses the pair. Ball don't lie. So the Broncos fans. Cypher-Lapolu and Fiddy's 1-2. Nice jump shot from
Shoot as well.
Cypher-Lapolu. 5 points now for the Broncos. Hand off to Herbert. Up top to Jones. Did you have to travel?
Couldn't really see. I'm getting splinters from sitting on the fence so much. I'm keen to see
I agree with that one. It was
Oscar Jones and Kane Hines still a two-man game together. Tough defense by Herbert. Excellent work making Matatia work for it. And that is not a hard assignment. Obviously we can see Matatia, he is fast.
Yes, speed. Good matchup with Herbert.
Just about to say that. Excellent defense on both ends.
As Kane Hines doesn't have the handle. Oh, the reach might be on Hines. No, it's on Herbert. So much sort of similar to how the men's game was playing out, but the other way around. Broncos just that one step ahead so far. They've managed to get this out to a 5-point lead, and it's been there for a little while now. Good pass down low to Cypher-Lapolu. It's Wyndham fire things straight down to their end. Jones. Good hustle by Hines, outside to Abari. Jones. Mid-range is no good. There's Josh Norling and Emmanuel Dan going to be checking in.
And they're really making Oscar Jones work for it. Trying to get him off the three-point line. He does have that beautiful little one-dribble pull-up in his repertoire. like we just saw, but, you know, they're giving him no space. Similar to, you know, what in the previous game, in the championship game, what they tried to do with Maurice Howard, you know. That's how you got to attack the main scorer when you're in defence.
Kane Hines couldn't hustle for the rebound. Good work by the Broncos.
Corey Fittis looked to push. Gets his own rebound.
So that was the quick scouting report I had on Corey Fittis.
And that's
Wijanayaka
with a huge triple.
So that was the scouting report I had on Fittis, was force him left. Apparently the Wyndham boys think he's got a pretty dangerous right hand and maybe not as dangerous on the left. It's Kane Hines over the back. This Broncos crowd is
Definitely.
I mean, it's what's keeping him in the game. Like, well, not keeping him in the game, giving him the lead.
Yeah.
Wyndham come in the favourite to this game, as they came in the favourite in the men's game. You would have said top of the ladder.
A lot of parallels, right?
A lot of parallels. Yeah. And again, the parallel being the Broncos crowd being an absolute weapon, absolute force. It's like an extra player out on the court. Wyndham have more people here, but it's not by much. I'm trying to see how far across the bench behind us, you know, like there's Broncos stuff here behind the scorer's bench, and then there's Wyndham stuff. Like the Broncos cheer squad is half the cheer squad. Yeah. The entire group behind us. The group to our right is Wyndham. They're a bit quiet. Too many phones being looked at on the Wyndham side. Maybe they're watching the Matildas game. I'm not going to tell you the score of. Or maybe they're watching the McKinnon and Sunbury.
Yes.
Elimination final.
In the championship men's division.
Champ men's.
Just tell me one thing. Is it a close game?
Very close.
Yeah. Okay.
Very close for the Tillies. Yeah. Not my game. Not my game. The world game.
No.
I appreciate it. I respect it. Just doesn't fit into my watching schedule. Yeah. As you hear the Broncos crowd urging them on. Here's Galea, guarded by Herbert. Now it's O'Toole and Fitties up top. Saifulapolu, Fitties again. A few Broncos just standing around looking for someone. Someone's got to shoot it. It's Fitties for three. Good hustle by Wijanayaka on the rebounds. And then Herbert keeps it in. Mataika goes back to Herbert. Dang and Hines. Off the glass for Darian Herbert.
Beautiful take off the backboard.
A few minutes in the men's team last season for Darian Herbert.
Oh.
In the youth league, along with
same,
Josh.
same time with his brother?
Don't think Daniel was there. I think it was just... So Daniel must have come across in the off-season to join Darian and then taking his spot. Mamuel Deng.
Whoa, beautiful play.
The hang time.
The hang time.
It looked like he was going to do a high dribble into the pickup, but then just didn't come down.
Beautiful. Kane Hines. The Energizer Bunny getting on the floor. Feel a bit of a, maybe premature, but a little momentum swing here.
An offensive foul will do that, won't it?
Yeah. Just a 5-point game, 22-27. Hume's got the lead, 6 minutes left in the second.
This is good stuff. I might have to just get the Instagram out and get a bit of a panorama shot of what we're dealing with here. Just crowds all around, back of it, all the way to our right, packed out along this side. Oh, we'll even flip it around. Here we are.
Hey.
There's crowds all over the place. Which is what you want to see. Could you imagine something like this every week? It would just be unbelievable, wouldn't it?
In saying that, though, sometimes it's a little hard to hear. But you know what? I'll take this atmosphere any day of the week, yeah.
Yeah. Who have you liked from the Broncos so far? Fiddies has been good.
Fiddies has been good. Obviously, Elijah Tate, Safiapolu, he impressed me in the men's.
Yeah.
And obviously got to show some love to Matatia.
Matatia, yeah.
Not on right now, but excuse me. Quick guard, floor general, has a nice little pull-up J, looks in control. He's impressed me.
Kane Hines up on the three-point line outside to Mataika. Finds back to Hines, couldn't control it. Galea, hands off. A couple of players off the bench for the Broncos.
Number 9, Hobbs, might be getting his first
minutes.
Hobbs,
it is, and number 30 as well. As Galea slicing through. Good rebound by Norling. Number 30 for the Broncos.
Mariani.
As Dan couldn't get it to drop. That's Hobbs. Galea on the mid-range is good. So Kane Hines out on the three-point line. Herbert looking inside. Finds Deng outside. It's good. Emmanuel Deng for 3.
And the Wyndham bench getting up and loud, trying to match Hume's intensity.
Yeah, that's right. Fiddies going baseline. They find Galea out on the wing. Misses the lot.
I'd like to see Wyndham get Matatika a few more looks. And right on cue. Yep, no good. He's hit a couple. Known as a three-point shooter.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Wyndham give him a few more. Unlucky on that time by a little bit, but we know he can shoot 3.
So Galea going to go from deep. Has the range. Didn't have the line. Norling now. Hanging around. Norling couldn't get it to go. Unable to get himself firing here early. Fiddies on the drive. Kane Hines was flying. 2 men down. Fiddies is good.
And Fiddies, I don't know how many times this game he's gone to the basket, missed and gotten his own.
Yeah, this is the 3rd or 4th time in this game alone. Herbert looking for an option. Mataika outside into Hines in the post.
Smothering defense by Hume. As Oscar Jones, the juice, checks in for Mataika.
Shooter, Jacob Borg. Jacob Borg in for, who's that?
Herbert.
Herbert going off. Norling crossing over back to his left. Hanging, elevating, just can't get him to drop, Josh. Shows he's got the moves to get to the rack, just hasn't got the touch to get him to drop so far. The good looks, he's going to keep taking them, no doubt. 3 ball, no good. Mataltia on the rebound, finds Hobbs.
And there had been a problem for Wyndham on the glass.
Pass broken up. It was intended for Norling. And out of bounds. 8 points in favour of the Broncos. OJ, the juice, with the inbound pass. Finds Deng. Borg had it. Still does. Finds Norling. Stripped on the way up, Norling. Good defense by the Broncos. Good finish by Fiddies.
And Wyndham call a timeout. Corey Fiddies with 11 points.
Yeah, Fiddies has been very impressive.
6 rebounds.
He's dangerous in transition. He's quick enough to go with the guards, but he's big enough to go with the bigs.
Yep.
So it's a really hard matchup in transition. Who do you get to pick him up?
Yep.
Because I think he's probably got enough speed to cover Kane Hines, but he's got too much size to go against Herbert, Mataika, and some of those smaller guards. So it's see Fiddies in transition, get it to him.
Yeah.
He'll figure it out. And if he doesn't figure it out, he gets his rebound and then gets the points.
I was just about to say, he's tough to stop when he's going coast to coast, but what Wyndham have to do, they have to do a better job getting a body on him. Those second, third chance points, getting his own miss, that's inexcusable.
Well, as I was told by my my scout on the bench, Harry Rowbottom.
You got an inside man.
Inside man, Chief Towel Waver, Harry Rowbottom, part-time cameraman. Best offensive rebounding team in the comp, the Broncos.
Yeah.
So a lot of credit to the Hume Broncos. They know they're going to crash the boards. Wherever you know the Broncos are going to crash the boards, still haven't been able to stop them. Let's get a tally on the offensive rebounds. 8 for the Broncos, 6 for Wyndham. So no massive differential there.
What about offensive?
That's the offensive board.
Oh, that's the offensive side.
Oscar Jones looking for one.
As
Barry switches.
Ball, a cock checks in.
Dang, outside. Oh. Samuel Dang somehow gets the shot in the vicinity of the ring. Couldn't get it to drop. Fiddy's showing some speed. Just hasn't got the touch to get him to go. Couldn't get his own rebound this time.
And another offensive rebound. Good defense there by Cock.
Nice work. Mariani being able to affect the out of bounds off the foot of one of the Wyndham players. Couldn't quite see who it was. So it's a baseline ball with 1 second on the shot clock. Going to get a catch and shoot for someone here. It's Galea.
Good defense by Oscar Jones.
So I think he thought he's watched too many Vince Carter highlights. That 0.8, I think he catches pump fakes and gets the shot off. I don't think you've got time for a catch, a dribble, a pump fake, and then a shot.
Agreed, but in the previous game, the longest 0.9 seconds with Maurice Howard.
That's right. So the clock operator. Borg.
Nice take by Borg.
Strong finish by Borg. Had the contact coming. Metaltia tries to go coast to coast. Just couldn't get it to drop. We're back with Borg. Mariani with a block on him this time. Good read. But Hobbs, nice little step to the side. It's Wyndham just trailing by 10 now as we edge towards half-time. As Bowl finds Borg outside. Couldn't get it to go.
Dang comes out of nowhere. Oh, blocked by number 30, Mariani.
I couldn't see Deng. Was Deng getting up? And did Mariani go with him, or was Deng still on the ground? Because we know Deng can fly.
Yeah.
If Mariani's up there with him, that's by association also a high flyer.
Yeah. I've been so impressed by this Hume's team's defense.
Yeah.
You'd be
both Humes.
Yeah,
men's and youth league, but the defensive pressure. I mean, you got a guy like Josh Norling, who's been dominant. He's been player of the month a few months,
averaging 22 a game.
He's been on the bench. He's played 13 minutes in his half. He just hasn't been able to get himself going. Metaltia outside. Mariani couldn't get it to go.
Just credit to their coach. Just intense in the lanes, discipline. Just make it hard for Wyndham.
And they obviously have they're happy for certain shots. Whether that's if they're happy with Oscar Jones coming inside.
Yeah.
They don't want him just jacking threes the whole time. But geez, that's a good mid-range. Does me a favour there, Oscar Jones showing off the mid-range. So 6 points in favour of the Broncos. Hobbs out to Galea. Metaltia, Garderberg, Borg gets some space. And he's fouled on the way in. I think it's on Jacob Borg.
As number 11, Sam O'Toole checks in.
As we've got Lucas Koch, first minutes for Wyndham in this game.
And what are those sneakers, Mitch? Number 11, Sam O'Toole, bright purple. Do you know what they are?
I want to say they're a Puma, but I'm not 100% sure. Could be the Mellows.
There's Matatia. Makes the first.
They are nice, the purple, though. It goes well with the blue on the Hume jerseys. As Bowl just couldn't control it. Bowl finds Obari outside, turning back into baseline. Back to Bowl. Couldn't finish. It's out of bounds. It's going to be a Hume ball with 13. So Metaltia, 11 seconds, more than enough time for him. Good defense by Obari. Yeah.
Almost.
And as far as three-quarter shots go, that's about as good as I get. As that's a great first half by the Broncos. I mean, you could break it down anyway. Offensive, defensive, matchups, rebounding. Broncos have been probably dominating. Well, not dominating. They've been on top of Wyndham in all the areas.
I mean, last time these two teams played, Wyndham had almost 100 points. They're on track for 60-odd. You expect a more dominant half offensively for Wyndham, but however you slice it, pretty impressive so far.
And
from
the way that the Wyndham programs. I mean, I know I'm probably a bit closer with a few of the Wyndham women's players. I see them more at the youth training, things like that. And I think the youth league programs sort of filter in the same sort of, what am I trying to say? They try and have the same sort of offensive styles and gameplay, things like that. It's run, it's shoot, it's pace, it's defensive sort of chaos and pressure, and it's high scoring. Yeah. It's high scoring, whereas you put up 30 points and a half, that's not the kind of basketball you want to be playing. I think that's probably something that the Broncos were going to go into. If we're going to win this game, it's going to be a bit of a grind. It's going to be a bit slower. It's going to be a bit more physical, a bit more size in the Broncos as well. Plenty of different things to look at. Been a great first half of basketball. Been a great 6 quarters of basketball so far.
Absolutely.
We've got 2 more to come here tonight at Eagle Stadium out in Werribee. We'll take a little 8-minute break and be back with the second half of this one. And things are underway here in the second half. It's the Wyndham Basketball Club versus the Hume Broncos, Division 1 Youth League Grand Final. Mataltia. Oh, that's
beautiful. Beautiful little wrap around.
Beautiful work from the point guard. Wrap around pass to find the big man inside. McIntosh for 2 points. Mataltia got the assist. It's Kane Hines looking for OJ. Lost it. Galea
gets it back, and that is going up any day of the week. Oop.
It's Mataika, yeah, it's Mataika. Yeah, Mataika on the rebound. Second guessing myself.
You got it.
As Kane Hines just can't control it as the ball was tipped and loose and rolling around his feet.
And let's see if Wyndham can match Hume's intensity here.
So who have we got? We've got Elijah Tay, Saifulapolu. Inbounds to Fiddies and gets it back straight away. Looking for the up and under. Off a hand. And it's a Broncos ball. Fiddies up top. Inside to McIntosh. Good defense by Dang. Too good inside. McIntosh. The Broncos on top by 13. Good finish by Hines.
And those two, Hines and Oscar Jones, work so well together. Wyndham needs to try to get that going here in the second half.
Little flex from
Galea.
Ben Galea. There's a late whistle on the blocking foul. So Ben Galea's going to go to the line and shoot two.
Unsuccessful on the first.
That's second to go, Ben Galea.
Back to a 12-point game.
Oh, as Oscar Jones just can't get it to go. Good hustle by Kane Hines. Creating the second shot. As we have a baseline violation on the inbounds pass.
You don't see that one too many times.
Well, I saw it this morning in under-10s. Shout out to the under-10s boys. Always getting a mention on the broadcast. Tough win this morning. It was a grind, but we got the win. As Norling's got it up top. Finds Hines.
And still a 10-point game, but you can just feel the energy rise a little bit from Wyndham and their bench.
Interesting call there by the referee, sort of off the play. I don't know the names for the different, but the baseline referee you would think would typically be calling that, but it was the referee up top, so something to think about. There's someone screaming on the free throws from the Hume Broncos side. As Kane Hines is able to make the second of his two free throws.
O'Toole checks in for Galea.
O'Toole was good in that second quarter. Yeah. Very effective off the bench for the Broncos. Therese Mataltia guarded by Norling. Good matchup there, those two. Norling with a bit more length, you'd say, but definitely some speed in that pairing. McIntosh elevating, affecting the rebound. foul called. Didn't see who it was on. Might have been O'Toole, I think. There's a Wyndham ball. I love it's that. That's really the what typifies this Wyndham offense. These guys are celebrating a 2-point layup. It's back down here before they've even realised.
Yeah.
Get it in, get it down as fast as you can. Then it ends up in a foul and out of bounds or whatever. But yeah, they're still celebrating a layup for McIntosh. And it's back in at half court.
Just run and gun, right?
That's it. Yeah, not to the same level we see for the women's game.
Oh yeah.
Are you joining me for the women's game? Double header here next week, I believe.
Oh, that would be good. Talk about run and gun. They put up a lot of threes and they make a lot of threes.
Yeah, they do. You'd love watching Amanda Pascal AP for the.
Oh, I do love watching her, and she shoots them with such a high percentage. Formerly of Kentucky.
That's right.
Doesn't get much bigger than University of Kentucky in the college ranks.
The Juice.
The Juice takes the charge. The Juice just looks a little bit pissed
He saw that coming about halfway.
He looks mad. I feel like he's
I'm
going to take control.
It's such a hard thing to do, is to see that coming from so far away, get the feet set, and just you have to completely open yourself up to it and just get absolutely hammered. As Oscar Jones has it now, fresh off taking the offensive charge there. Mataika. Kane Hines has a hand in it, almost disrupts it as the Broncos were fighting over the same rebound. Side for the Polu.
Beautiful board by
Wijanayaka.
And Wyndham need to get a body on him.
The boards, the offensive rebounding pressure from the Broncos.
And that would have sent the crowd in a frenzy.
And Norling now looking inside.
Tremendous body control and finish by Josh Norling. Oh, beautiful finish by the Juice. And he looks like he is about to get in the zone. He looks mad.
Don't let him get into the zone. Oscar Jones get into the zone. That is dangerous.
He doesn't need any invitation to shoot.
There was probably an argument to make for the M1 call there as well. It was contact.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's not like Oscar, jumped into him. He went straight.
Oscar was definitely, because he knows he's giving up a lot of size on McIntosh with that layup. How far out was he holding it out to the side? Yeah. I love that look. I think we saw Daniel Herbert do it in the earlier game. That sort of, it's such a quick, it looks like it's in slow motion because we sort of can think back and replay it in our heads. But that dribbling down the court at a full sprint, that quick look over the shoulder to size up who's coming and what the defense is going to do. Because if that's one of the guards, if that's Ben Galea or even Metaltia, they're not going up. They're trying to strip him on the way down. Yeah. So that's going to change the way he goes in. Maybe he goes to the Euro on that time. But if if it's one of the big guys, which in that case it was McIntosh, he knows McIntosh is going to go up. So it's just that how quickly, it's amazing, like how quickly these players can process that quick look over the shoulder whilst running at full speed down the court, protecting the ball, and then summing up who to go. And it's,
muscle memory at that speed, right?
Yeah, I'm really good at breaking down how it works. No chance. No chance I could break things down that quickly whilst running on the court at full speed. So O'Toole's got it at the half court. Metaltia and the Broncos holding on to a 7-point lead in this third quarter. Saifulapolu stepping back. Good closeout. Deng with the block. Hines picks it up. Herbert finds Deng. Back to Herbert, very deep in the corner. Darian Herbert knocks down the triple. From behind the backboard. They don't get deeper in the corner than that.
And that's gotten the crowd back into it.
Might have been a long two.
Great intensity for Wyndham on the defensive end.
As Deng hits a brick wall in McIntosh on the way through. Saifulapolu driving through.
I was waiting for a whistle.
There's players going everywhere.
The ref's just really letting him play. Not that that's a bad thing. That's
No, not at all. I think it's great.
No sort of, in the last sequence, sort of clear, blatant fouls, but a few things that, could have been called. But credit to the refs letting them play.
And that's, I guess that's how they start the game. They start the game, they set a certain precedent, and they set a certain game style. And it's been letting it flow a little bit, letting a little bit of the physicality go. But they have to draw the line somewhere, and there's two players here wrestling. They're going to call something, right? But, it's good management by the referees. And, it's enjoyable. I think I'd enjoy a game more like this than every whistle being blown every 10 seconds.
And it's been consistent too.
That was Bowl Cock coming across late with the body, I think it was. So Darius Mataltia going to line for two. So just the 8 points for Darius so far. Second trip to the line. Make that 9 points. Darius Matalti, our cheer squad, just behind us. Oscar Jones was getting lined up for another one just then.
Great footwork by Oscar Jones. Well, unlucky there. Just the level of skill. Even that footwork at the top with Galea and his grill, just so composed.
The Juice just squeezing his way through there. Good defense by Bowl with the block. Norling taking the hit. McIntosh stepping back into the long two. With the answer for the Broncos, puts it back to 6 points. There's Bowl in the corner.
Herbert gets the rebound.
Norling coming through, finds Bowles. Oh, it's Deng outside, sorry. As Emmanuel Deng just can't get it to go. Fitty's quarterback. Oh. And the weak side safety comes across and picks him up. It was a great read by Bowl. Oh, he's not there this time though. Those Hume boys on the side. I love the non-suited up Hume Broncos. I mean, as much as there's the towel waving and the energy from the Wyndham bench, the pure, they're all red in the face from screaming on the Broncos bench. Love to see it. That's obviously how much these games mean for not only the players on the court, but for the people that are a part of the club as well.
Absolutely. Great intensity throughout.
Jones. Wyndham wanting an answer. Deng and Herbert up top. Shot clock down to 7. I can't hear a thing. Herbert with a scoop. Good rebound by McIntosh.
Great defense, that whole set by McIntosh.
Galea just keeps himself in.
Fitters looks to post up. Let's see what he's got. Able to draw the foul. As Kane Hines checks back in. Kane Hines.
Yeah, just trying to work out our technical difficulties. If I turn the volume in your headphones up, it just makes the background noise louder. We need to sit a bit closer.
Oh yeah, there you go. I'll write you little post-it notes.
Oh, look, I'd love to hear it. Like it's a great problem to have.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Fiddies makes the second of his 2 free throws. It's back to 9 points for the Broncos. Herbert looking for one. Finds Hines outside. Back to Herbert. Fiddies to Galea. Slicing inside. Good defense by the Juice. Oscar Jones. Herbert. Good 2 points there by Daniel Herbert. Kane Hines.
Matatia does well to draw the foul against the bigger Kane Hines. And we get our first look at number 27, Nate Hargraves.
Yes, here we go. Here's the big man. Who's who I wanted. So I think that's 4 fouls. 4 fouls for Kane Hines. So he's going to spend some time on the bench. Big Nate.
And Mataika checking in as well.
Mataika. Mataika gets a screen from Hargraves. Going around to his right, looking inside. Defense collapses.
Once again, smothering defense.
That's 4 fouls on Fiddies too.
4 fouls on Fiddies.
Saw the impact of Nate Hargraves on the boards just there. Crushing the boards hard. As a shot from Jones was blocked. And it fell short.
Galea's done a standout job on him.
Yeah. All the defensive ends from the Broncos have been solid. Taylor Jones couldn't get the shot to go. Bowl working hard on the boards. Yeah, that's a fair call. Yeah. As much as O'Toole thinks that's a jump ball call, he didn't have 2 hands on the ball. It can't be a jump unless if you've got both hands on it, you'll get the jump ball.
Yeah.
But if you've got one hand out here and one hand coming across, you're not going to get that whistle. Yeah. You're not going to get that jump ball.
That's the right call.
So that's 5 fouls for both Wyndham and the Broncos. So it's going to be free throws for the rest of this quarter for both teams. Need a couple of free throws here from Bowl. The squeals from the Broncos bench being a factor. As Bowl makes the second of his 2 free throws. Substitutions.
That's Hobbs, number 9.
Hobbs. It's Alti up in transition with Abari. Bernie Abari on him.
Beautiful little floater.
few people wanting the travel or the carry on Josh Norling, but he was being pushed at the same time, so the foul call is going to be taking precedent there.
Number 21, Anthony Prestia checks in for his first minutes.
Yeah, that's right, shooter.
Yeah?
Can shoot. I can't remember the school, but has been picked up to play. He's leaving on Monday to go to college. Yeah. I think somewhere in California.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Clutch free throws from Norling. Going to need a big fourth quarter from Josh Norling.
Yeah, I was just about to say, been kept pretty quiet with 6 points so far, you know, averaging 22. Look for him to probably have a pretty big fourth. And Wyndham in a three-quarter court press.
McIntosh outside to Galea to find Hobbs in the corner. Mataika.
Good board by Mataika.
Composure to kick it off while he's on the ground. Prestia.
Galea all in his grill.
All over him. They had... As Galea just came across and took the legs out of Prestia. So free throws for Anthony Prestia coming up. Free throw percentage about 85, so
very
not bad
solid
from the stripe. Averaging about 9 points a game, so obviously haven't seen much of him here today. Just checking in now for the first time. It's his mum. I think there's Joe standing there by the door, watching very closely. Very stressed.
We're probably the two most laid-back individuals in the building, I'd say.
Try to be. Yeah.
5-point game.
5-point ball game. Good quarter here from Wyndham. Wijanayaka looking for one. Tries to find McIntosh. Bowl gets a hand in it. Plenty of time for Wyndham to do some damage into this margin. 40 seconds on the clock. Shot clock's down to 17. Mataika.
And that will send Mataika to the line.
So 70% shooter at the stripe here, Mataika. Wyndham need a couple from him. So Mataika good from the line. I've got a good questions for you at three-quarter time.
All right. I'll be ready.
So here's Galea with 26 on the clock. So time for Wyndham with one more if they can get the ball back here. Shot clock down to 10. Galea. His shot was short. Mataika gets to Hargraves over the top to Bowl. Norling now had a look inside. So a few players confused. Did you see the travel before the shot?
Yeah. I think the Wyndham faithful got a little excited.
Yeah. Norling does take his time on those two steps and he hangs up. So I can see why the travel will be called.
And that won't be enough time. Wow, Wyndham matching Hume's intensity, bringing it back to 4, 52-56. We are in for a heck of a fourth quarter.
So what I was going to say just earlier is the noise. I was overcome by the noise from both teams here. We talk about pressure. This is about this will be about as much pressure as any of these boys have played under before. I don't know where they've played or where they've been or all that sort of stuff. So What's the highest level of pressure you felt in a game of basketball, Jules?
Probably under 20 nationals, and we were playing some. Played for the ACT, so we were playing some big teams. So whenever we went up against the Queensland, Victoria, obviously dominant. Fourth quarter, games on the line, you're on the free throw line.
Yeah.
So it's
always the free throw line, isn't it?
It's always the free throw line because
stops.
Exactly. When it's the flow of the game, less so, right? Less so.
You're just thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got that time to stop and think. And you're getting the cheers or the boos, although really at a certain level you block that out. But just knowing that all eyes are on you, and time is standing still a little bit, that'd have to be it.
That's exactly what it felt like when Lysol Mataka was there on the free throw line. Wyndham were I think Wyndham really, really wished that quarter had another 2 minutes in it.
Yeah.
They probably could have got themselves back level because they were just really controlling. The break came at a great time with the Broncos, but just as Mataka was at the front, it's like time was standing still.
Yeah.
I wasn't timing how long he was standing there. It felt like it was 5 minutes. I was there for 5 minutes just standing there waiting to shoot his free throws.
But it certainly gets worse in the fourth. If the game is close, it's on the line, or you're up by one, down by one. So you really don't feel it as much in the first, second, and third, even if it's close. But if it's the fourth and you're down by one and you've got 2 free throws with 5 seconds left, different ball game, right?
Yeah. So here we go. Deng and Norway getting things going for Wyndham in this fourth quarter.
Look for a big one from the captain, Josh Norway.
As Mataka loses it. Also, I've just realised, typically, would you have your defensive end on your bench side for the second half?
It depends.
Or would you rather, I guess it's a crowd noise.
Oh, it's a question. I'd probably rather my offensive. I'd want to have my offense in front of me in the second. But that's just me.
Yep.
I don't play any defense, Mitch.
As we got a baseline ball here for the Broncos, out of bounds. Good defense from Deng and Hargraves. Galea stepping into the corner.
It looked good, but it was way off.
Prestia. The bench was cleared. Ready to cheer home, and Anthony Prestia 3. Metaltia, the speed, the pumps, the brakes. Just crank the handbrake on that one.
Beautiful pull-up in semi-transition.
Actually, I haven't watched Josh Norling play this year. I haven't been able to get to many of these. I've seen bits and pieces. It's funny watching him play, the way he gets through using the steps and the body protecting the ball. I mentioned Amanda Pascal.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Yeah.
Who does Josh remind you of that plays in the men's in the championship? When you talk about that move just there, does anyone come to mind? I've got someone in mind.
Norling. I think you're going to say Manel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
The way they slice and use the long 2 steps, slow down. Yeah.
Nailed it.
So Fiddies and McIntosh in the high post. Mid-range is good for McIntosh. Couldn't get this one to go. Saifulapolu finds Fiddies. It's off the hand. Fiddies with 4 fouls in the game. He's got to be careful. Broncos by 4. As Wyndham need the crowd. Wyndham need a bit of a cheer on from the crowd. As we've got the Samoan cheer squad just behind us, cheering on the Broncos and Metaltia.
Mataikia. Norling with a huge triple.
Is there a better feeling than turning to the crowd and just putting the 3 up?
That will get him going.
Yeah. There's the fouls on Lysel Mataka. Yeah, Deng on that step through. It's something it must be just like the African-born players. The longer arms, the longer legs. They don't have the size and the strength as just the build of the Aussie guys. It's just a genetics thing. But they you see Manel AL do it so well. You see Deng do it so well. Yeah. That long 2 steps, slow things down, and somehow get from the elbow under the ring. Yeah. All of a sudden, they're laying it up on the other side. As Metaltia couldn't get the second of the 2 to go. Good defense. I think that was Deng this time.
And defensive rebounds haunting Wyndham a little bit here. Well, yeah, we saw that one. That was off Safelpalu's foot.
Just off the foot. The last second. Just Nate Hargroves hit a brick wall in McIntosh. Some kilograms in that collision, isn't there? Those 2 big boys going at it.
6 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Oscar Jones out of nowhere. The Juice gets an offensive rebound, and it's down to a 2-point game.
Great call, Jules. It's Fiddy's up top.
This is a great matchup against Deng.
Saifulapolu shoves off on Jones. Jones closes out well, using the speed. Mateka had it, lost it. Metaltia
picks his pocket, clutch play there.
Deng in transition, dangerous. I think it was tipped loose. The travel was called. Yeah. Good minutes from Hargraves. Kane Hines back in with 4 fouls. 4 points for the Broncos. Still plenty of time here left in this game. Fiddies and McIntosh handing off. O'Toole outside. Fiddies up top.
As Kane Hines looks like he's done something to his leg.
I can't take my eyes off the bench from the Broncos. It's all the boys in the club apparel, not in the jerseys. Just the energy and the hype is like, it's unbelievable. They're almost all linking arms as they stand up to keep themselves from running onto the court. You know,
keep themselves in check.
Keep themselves in check. Who's it been? It's been a real. There's been no one player has really dominated so far. I mean, Darius Metaltia has been fantastic, getting it inside. He's got 17 points. Fiddy's with 14, chance to make that 15 with an and 1 just here. And for Wyndham, it's been Jones and Norling with 15 and 11, both averaging 20 plus a game. Yeah. You know, so both of those guys been a little bit more quiet. You can absolutely settle for that if you're the Broncos. This has been a real defensive pressure game.
Yeah. Real slug, real grind, nothing easy. The refs kind of letting them play a little bit, but consistently on both ends. Couldn't have asked for a better final. 6 points with 6 minutes left. And Troyce Manasseh, Broncos player from the men's team, has even hung around for it.
Most of the men's Broncos boys are over in the back over there.
The Euro. Oh, Kane Hines
on the follow-up. Beautiful pass by Metaltia to find McIntosh underneath. Beautiful assist. As now Herbert has it up top. Up top to Dang for 3. Oh no, K9s has gone down hard. Ooh. That did not look good, I saw that. As I think that's an ankle or a knee from Hines. It looked really nasty as he went down. There was twisting and there was turning. It was not pretty. He's walking off, putting some weight on it. That's his night done. Don't know how bad it is. It might be more than just the night. As there was 2 points in there for the Broncos. I lost complete track of. Did you track the game? I was watching Kane.
Sorry. No. I saw him go down and it caught my eye.
There's 2 points for the Broncos in there as well. It's back out to 7 points. Bowler Cock has come on for Kane Hines. It's Herbert.
Oh, and that's Matatia with
the defensive pressure by the Broncos. Too good. O'Toole.
Out to a 10-point game. Still plenty of time, but not looking good for Wyndham. And just like that, out to a 10-point game.
Yeah, I mean
that happened quickly.
That happened really quickly. It was a combination of a lot of things, but and the defensive pressure from the Broncos has been fantastic. Really, getting themselves in this game and extending the lead. This fourth quarter, defensive pressure. I said it before the game. Defense wins championships. They're 10 points up with 5 to play. The game's far from over, but the momentum's definitely shifted. Wyndham wrestled it back at the three-quarter time. The break came at the wrong time for Wyndham. And Broncos have really capitalised on a almost what feels like a home court crowd.
Yeah.
The noise and the energy for the Broncos has been fantastic, and definitely a factor. There's definitely a factor. How much of a factor, it's hard to exactly say, right? But it's definitely a factor in this game. As the Wyndham boys just looking a little bit flatter. And the Broncos boys up and about. They need someone just to get in the zone. They need Norling or Jones just to get in their zone and get a couple of shots to drop. Only 3-pointers, haven't seen a lot from Wyndham. Only 4 3-pointers made for the game so far, with shooters like Norling and Oscar Jones.
Just 4. Wow, that's quite a telling statistic. And obviously 61 points with 4 minutes left.
So it's McIntosh and Metaltia. Metaltia's got 7 rebounds, 4 assists to go along with his 17 points. Mataika step back for 3. Just couldn't get it to drop. Good looks for Wyndham, not dropping in this fourth quarter.
Once again, rebound
by McIntosh. As Fiddies drops off to Saifulapolu. Fiddies working hard on the rebounds, kicks it out. Metaltia for 3. As Norling with the rebound, gets things going back down the other end. Loses it. Couldn't keep a handle on it cleanly. O'Toole, he's stripped by Deng, who looks for Jones on the outlet. O'Toole breaks it up. And have a little break, little thing, slow things down. Saifulapolu just slowing things down, getting things back on his own terms. Fiddy's now.
Just taking his time. Little Dirk fade away, no good.
It was very Dirk-like, wasn't it? Oh, the Manuel Deng over the back of his head.
I don't know how he got that to drop.
Incredible shot. O'Toole up top to Fiddies. Posting up on Mataika. Up top to Metaltia. O'Toole outside. Broncos on top.
That might be the night. Oscar Jones responds with the three.
There's Kane Hines on the subs bench. I thought his night was done. He's checking back in. McIntosh, mid-ranger. It's good.
He's been Mr. Reliable all night.
I'd say he's almost best on. It'd be him or Metaltia. Oh no, oh no.
The juice.
Dangerous. 2 in a row for Oscar. He's dangerous for the Broncos. Back to 9 points. Surely not. Oh, that's almost a foul for McIntosh. Norling going baseline.
Is this going to be a warning or something else?
It should just be a warning.
Yeah.
First time it's happened in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I don't know why you throw that to the referee. Just put it down. And it's a nice little just take a breath.
Yep, agreed.
Good
I would have
game.
been a bit disappointed if I was a tech given the
this time of the game.
But
absolutely.
The referee was right to raise it to everyone's
just
attention.
To take a breather. Let everyone have a little quick second. I like that by the ref. Good call. Good no call, I should say.
Yeah.
Fiddies fends off on Dang. And he's fouled. Fiddies on the rebound under the ring. The Broncos, a couple of big free throws coming up here for Fiddies. I think it is, isn't it? It's just about out of reach for Wyndham.
What do you reckon? Quick three to Norling or Jones?
Yeah, you've got to get 3-pointers off now, don't you? Timeout call. So we have 99 seconds of basketball left. Wyndham are down by 10. A lot has to happen.
A lot has to happen.
And go exactly how they plan it for them to get close.
Yeah. It's asking a lot.
I mean, we could start to talk about who we think will be best on. Unless there's Oscar Jones. I think it has to be Oscar Jones. I don't see... Josh hasn't got his shot going. I think it has to be 4 triples in the next minute by Oscar Jones, which would be the most well-deserved man of the match performance I've ever seen. But we talk about for the Broncos. I've got 2 in mind of who you could split it to for best on. Your thoughts? Who would
probably the quietest 24 points I've ever seen. Hayden McIntosh.
Yeah, McIntosh has been great. 11 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block in there as well. 24 points. I think there's a good case to make. I mean, the cheer, maybe I'm biased because the cheer squad's sitting right next to us. But Darius Metalti has been fantastic. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists.
That would have been my second, absolutely. Especially here in the fourth. You know what really changed the swing of this game is when he stole it down there and hit that little 2, maybe with about...
And I think most of his 4 assists are to McIntosh as well.
Yeah.
As Kane Hines is back in for Wyndham. That's, yeah. That's
fair.
He gave a warning.
Yeah, about a minute ago.
Yeah. Absolutely the right call.
Yeah. Look,
there's absolutely zero case to make for the argument.
Yeah.
We just saw Norling,
correct. Yeah.
And the right call there was.
Yeah.
It's tough. That's a very tough call in this part of the game.
Look, it's tough. Deng didn't do it with any malice or anything, but warning was given a minute ago.
You just have to let that ball hit the ground. Let the ball hit the ground and walk away. Yeah, he's hard. It's harsh. But when there's a warning given less than a minute ago, like there's just... We talk about everything needed to go Wyndham's way. A tech foul and a free throw hit, and the possession of the ball for the Broncos is definitely not.
Yeah.
So Metaltia has it up top. Looking to take some time off the clock here, down to 8 seconds.
And someone else who has had a dominant performance tonight, Corey Fittis with 17 points.
So 20 on that triple there. Oscar Jones goes to...
Intentional foul.
I didn't quite see what it was for. Trying to figure out what's going on there.
The call was intentional foul, I think, on number 12 for Wyndham.
Okay, Bernie Abari, yeah. So it's a 1 free throw, and then the ball back where it came from. 8 points. Jarice Metaltia has it, finds Galea on opposite side of the court. That's where the 2 referees, I think neither referee had a view. On which, and it looked like the last touch was off by Oscar Jones. The Wyndham bench had a much better view of that than everybody else, and they disagreed.
As McIntosh adds to his tally.
Huge for McIntosh. 26. As it's celebration time for the Broncos.
Yep.
I think they're breathing a little bit easier now than they were a minute ago.
And from 1 to 45 deep, their bench is going nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, good hustle. Oh, unlucky. Matatia, so in control. Oh, beautiful fake. Oh, unlucky. Corey Fittis cleans up the mess. Hasn't that been the story of the night?
Jones couldn't get the 3 to go. And that's it. That'll do it here at Eagle Stadium. The Hume City Broncos are your champions for the Youth League Division 1 in the 2023 season. Congratulations to the Broncos. and their coach Simon Gray. Commiserations to the Wyndham team coached by Aaron Benstead. Fantastic game played by both teams. Hume in that second half, just exceptionally strong. A 33-24 point fourth quarter was the nail in the coffin. As in both games tonight, we've seen Hume finish off stronger than Wyndham, and be just two great defensive efforts from both Hume sides.
The Hume basketball culture, I mean, it has an identity, right? Hard nose, hustle, crash the glass, play till the end. And, 15-point win here tonight doesn't really reflect how close the game was, but, once again, Hume sort of been able to impose their will. Baby.
As the Doris Metaltia fan club and the Hume bench going absolutely wild. Jeez. I don't think there's much to say. The noise, the celebration, the passion by the players, the bench, coaching staff, the fans that have come out here to Wyndham to celebrate this win. It really says it all, how much it means to all these players. I think this is a good sign from Wyndham here as well. If Mick can just chuck on the Wyndham huddle, this is something they'll all learn from. This is a very young youth league squad, a lot of under-18s players in there, all huddled together. That's exactly what you want to see. We feel this, we'll learn from this, and we'll get better after this, is what that huddle there says. All right?
Absolutely. They'll build on this, and fantastic season. Finished first in the regular season. Just Hume were too tough, but as you said, Mitch, they'll grow from this, and they should hang their heads high.
Yeah. So I think we're going to take a little break, and then we'll be back with some post-game presentations, and we'll wrap things up here at Eagle Stadium.
Yeah, got him.
It's my pleasure to be your master of ceremonies for our Youth League 1 Birmingham Grand Final presentation. Basketball Victoria and the Wyndham Basketball Association would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today and pay respects to their elders past and present. Before we go any further, I think it's just worth acknowledging what a fantastic event we've been a part of tonight. A massive crowd, a fantastic game, played by some highly skilled athletes on both sides. And hardly ever seems fair that there should be a loser. In fact, no one is, because they're here playing on grand final day, having worked their way through a really tough schedule. Put our hands together for the players and put on a wonderful spectacle. We also put our hands together in thanking the score bench, the statisticians, and everybody else who have contributed in some way to what's been a fantastic event. Basketball Victoria and BigV would like to congratulate both sides for actually getting here, because I know Hume had to work particularly hard last week and Wyndham have been a pace setter throughout the course of the season. We'd also like to take this time to thank Sport League, who provide all the game balls for every team across all 12 divisions of BigV, which is obviously an enormous contribution to our league. So we cannot thank them enough. Let's put our hands together for Sport League. It's my pleasure to welcome tonight Bryden McGuire, who is representing Basketball Victoria, here tonight in an official capacity to help with the presentations. So please put your hands together and welcome Bryden. We know full well that we do not have a game without our officials. And I want to begin the presentations tonight by acknowledging the efforts of our referees, who are a very, very important part of everything that went on tonight. They've had a terrific season. The referees and officials worked really hard to be in the very best games coming into the season, and they got their award tonight. And I'd like them to come forward now and to receive them.
Test.
MVP.
We now welcome the runner To Mark and Stu, support me. Incredible job since last year, guys. We've put in incredible effort as well to support this team. The way you guys support the team and me, I can't put in the words how much that means and the way you contribute to this. So thank you. I'd like to just acknowledge as well Lucas and Jared, who have been huge for our senior program and really implementing the Wyndham way and style of play that we go by and live by. You guys have been crucial to me and my development as a coach, but also touched on the development of our players. So I want to thank you guys for your help through last year and this year as well. Really appreciate it. Lastly, hi guys, we didn't quite get where we came for, but the way we grew from last year into this year is nothing short of phenomenal. You're absolutely competitive beasts. You've been enjoyed to coach. I love coaching you guys. Sometimes I feel like I've got to be a bit of a spectator in games watching the way you go about it because you've been that aggressive at times. This one will stick. It's only going to make us stronger and better. Good job.
Thank you very much, Aaron. We had a medallion for each of the players in the runner-up team. We begin with player number 2, Lewis Block. Number 5, Darian Herbert. 7, Jacob Ball. Number 9, Wayne Hines. Number 12, Will Avery.
Yeah, Buggy!
21, Anthony Briscoe. Number 22, YL1M. 24, Emmanuel Dick. 25, Oscar Jones. 27, Nate Harlow. 33, Lysel Mateka. And number 34, Captain Josh North. We also acknowledge the coaches, assistant coaches. So Aaron, if you can make your way back, please. Aaron Bedstead and his assistants, Stuart Murray and Mark Gillison. Now, if Aaron could stay out for the presentation of the runner-up matter, and also Josh Norley, if you could move your way over, please. Presentation of the runner-up matter. Let's put our hands together for Wyndham. We're going to get up the entire team together for a photo behind the matter. Please, if you could do that now, that'd be great.
Yeah, Wyndham! Smile, Buggy.
Thank you very much, Wyndham. Congratulations on what was a terrific season. Moving along to the presentation of the grand final MVP. This award has been chosen by our team of referees, and we thank them for not only their job throughout the course of the game, but also what was a pretty tough call because there were some outstanding individual performances across the course of tonight's game. But the winner
Yeah, Broncos! Yeah, Broncos!
Same guy, just like
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join me in congratulating your champions for season 2023 in Youth League 1 men. It's the Hume Broncos.
Nice spam in the group chat. Spam in the live cam chat.
just don't have a text like that with this calculator.
Alright, Nick.
That was a good game. Better get a session in the morning.
Hey?
Better go to run it back and get a session.
Oh, yeah? You're all fired up.
Just weights.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our
I'll
next
see Kobe in
part of our presentations is the cutting down of the net.
Alright, Nick. We're all good, mate. All good. It's apart. We've been here since whatever time today. I didn't see you here last night. I saw Kirsty, Holly, and Aaron, and everyone else here. You were around, but I just didn't see you. Probably. We've done those boys came and watched there, and I was back here at 8:45 for his game, and then he's back up to 12, so then we're off to bloody Thomas Carl's that one. Thomas Carl, what a nightmare. So I'm back in tonight, back in tomorrow again. Training again tomorrow. So, you know,
Well, we can start packing up now at least. Yeah, don't lose the pizzas, mate. We want to make sure we keep those.
And just a reminder to each of our Hume Broncos champions.